At 9:45 a.m., Cardinal Kevin Farrell, prefect of the Apostolic Office, announced the death of Pope Francis from the Domus Sancti Marthi in the following words: "Dear brothers and sisters, with deep sadness I announce the death of His Holiness Pope Francis. At 7:35 a.m. this morning, the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the Father's house. Throughout his life, he was dedicated to the service of God and the Church. He taught us to live the values of the gospel with fidelity, courage, and universal love, especially for the poor and the marginalized. With profound gratitude for his example as a true disciple of Jesus, we entrust the soul of Pope Francis to the infinite merciful love of the triune God." The Pope was admitted to the Agostino Gemelli General Hospital on Friday, February 14, 2025, after suffering from bronchitis for several days. His clinical condition gradually deteriorated, and on Tuesday, February 18th, doctors diagnosed him with bilateral pneumonia. After 38 days in hospital, he returned to the Domus Sancti Marthi in the Vatican to continue his recovery. In 1957, when he was in his early 20s, Jorge Mario Bergoglio had part of his lung removed in his native Argentina due to a serious respiratory infection. He later suffered from recurring respiratory illnesses, even canceling a visit to the United Arab Emirates in November 2023 due to influenza and pneumonia. In April 2024, Pope Francis approved an updated edition of the Liturgy for Papal Funerals, which will guide his funeral mass, which has yet to be officially published. The second edition of the Ordo Exsequiarum Romani Pontificis, Order of the Funeral of a Pope, introduced several new elements, including how the Pope's body will be handled after his death. Confirmation of death will be made in the chapel, rather than in the room where he died, and the body will be placed immediately in the coffin. According to Archbishop Diego Ravelli, Master of Apostolic Liturgies, Pope Francis has asked that his funeral rite be simplified and focused on expressing the Church's faith in the resurrection of Christ.